Have you ever wondered why something that begins in joy and ecstasy so often ends in quiet despair? Why the promise of forever so often turns into the silence of strangers sitting across the same table? Relationships, perhaps the most celebrated bond between humans, and yet one of the most misunderstood. Before we begin, welcome to Echoes of What's. This channel is a space to explore life, love, and meaning through the timeless voice of Alan Watts. If you often find yourself wondering about life and would like to hear more reflections like this one, make sure to subscribe so you never miss these explorations. The illusion of relationships. Relationships, as we know them, are often built not purely on love, but on fear. Fear of losing. Fear of being alone. Fear of change. We take the lightning bolt of love, wild, unpredictable, irrational, sacred, and we try to trap it in a cage of promises. We stand before friends, family, or society, and we swear to keep feeling the same way forever. But have you noticed? Nothing in the universe stays the same. Stars collapse. Galaxies spin. Mountains erode. And yet, we expect our hearts to remain frozen in time. It is a strange illusion. Love as possession. When most people say, "I do," what they unconsciously mean is, "You're mine now." And that is often where the trouble begins. Because love, above all, needs freedom to breathe. It is a bird that sings because it is free. And the moment you place it in a cage, it may still live, but it no longer sings. Alan Watts pointed out that we confuse love with ownership. We think in terms of my partner, but behind that little word "my" is the illusion that another human being can belong to us. You do not own another soul. You do not own their body, their thoughts, their attention. And the moment you try to, love begins to decay. The performance of love. In the beginning, love is effortless. You don't schedule it. You don't plan it. It simply flows. But once a relationship becomes a performance, something rehearsed and managed, spontaneity dies. You keep lists, the right words to say, the right gifts to buy, the anniversaries you must never forget, not because you feel it, but because you must. And the audience is no longer your beloved. The audience is your own fear. Fear of failing. Fear of losing. Fear of not living up to the role. Slowly, the living flame of love is replaced by the ashes of duty. The quiet fade. Relationships do not always fail with drama. Not always with shouting matches or broken dishes. More often, they fade quietly. Not because love truly disappeared, but because people pretended it hadn't. They hypnotized themselves with rituals, with flowers and anniversaries, with gestures that looked like love, long after the feeling was gone. And that is the tragedy. Not that love vanishes, but that we lie about it. Not that we change, but that we deny it. We trade the real for the role. And so the relationship remains respectable on the outside, while quietly crumbling within. Fear and control. At the root of all this is fear. Fear tells us that love must be permanent, that if it changes, it was never real. But who told us that? Where did we get this idea? That true love must mean forever? Nothing else in the universe works that way. The seasons change. Rivers flow. Even your body is not the same. Its cells renew every 7 years. Why should love be the one thing that never shifts? The truth is, love has its own seasons. It breathes. It transforms. And when we try to freeze it, we kill it. To cling to love is to strangle it. To demand it never change is to demand it stop being alive. Love and impermanence. Alan Watts often reminded us, The only thing that does not change is change itself. True love is not permanence. It is presence. Meeting each other honestly, again and again, in this moment. Instead of saying, I will always love you, perhaps the truer vow is, I will be honest with you now, and allow you the same. Love is not work. We often hear, relationships take work. But what would say? That is the problem. Love is not a job. It is not performance. It is play. It is dance. And the moment you force it, it dies, letting go of forever. Love is not real because it lasts forever. It is real because it is alive now. Some loves last a lifetime. Some last a season. Some only a moment. Yet that moment can transform your life. The freedom of love. Only when you stop trying to hold someone do they come willingly. Love thrives in freedom, not control. So let relationships, if they are sacred, be a garden of freedom, not a prison of promises. So the question is not, why do most relationships fail? But, how can we allow love to live without trying to own it? Love cannot be caged. It can only live in truth, in freedom, in presence. So if you love, cherish it now. Let it breathe. Let it change. Let it surprise you. Because that is the only kind of love worth having. If these reflections spoke to you, subscribe to Echoes of What's. Here we don't give answers. We offer invitations to see differently, to wonder deeply, and to live more fully.